Wow. Oh,
And a couple of first pitch damage done.
So 4 straight really solid outings by Stroman, but he gives up 5 runs in 3 2/3. Runner at second, his responsibility.
this is Chillstream. This is my. Oh my God.
Full backing of American Express. Well, in the 4th inning, Stroman knocked out. Got 2 outs, 9 hits, 5 runs. Runner at second, his responsibility through 88 pitches. Evaldi through 4 innings, 2 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 53 pitches.
A lot of solid contact, too. Rangers' expected batting average off of Stroman, 356 tonight.
And Garcia fouls back the offering from Scott Efros. 0-1. Spent a lot of the season in AAA, coming back from Tommy John surgery, then back surgery as well. His first game back after missing almost 2 full years in the majors. He did not fare very well. Trying to have a nice bounce back here in his second outing. Fouled away.
Kind of feel like, stylistically speaking, the Yankees had him in mind to replace Tonkin when they released Tonkin. Even Tonkin was pretty solid for the Yankees, although kind of struggled in these last few. They knew they had Efros, and they have similar styles, kind of sidearm style, sweeping sliders. Get another look. See, almost directly sidearm by the time he releases it.
Three and two. Two-away runner at second. 3 runs in here in the 4th. It's 5-0 Texas.
What?
Still 3-2.
There was a time when Efros first came over to the Yankees that he closed a few games for Aaron
Oh,
Boone
God.
before his injury.
Garcia 0 for 2. Inside, he works a walk against Efros. Yankees have not been sharp tonight. Missed play in center field by Judge. Soto not hurrying that ball into second base. They don't look on their game this evening as they're trailing 5-0. You talk about playoffs, but these 23 games, including this one that's remaining, they're all playoff games. Do you want to finish first in the East? You want to get in as a wild card? Completely different animal trying to win a championship as a wild card. It's another layer, a short series that you could get knocked out. Well, since August 12th, this is what they've done in the series, and this is a slate of games that they should have done better. They're 10-10 overall, and now those teams could say, hey, for the longest time, the Yankees have been a 500 team. Swing and a miss got him as Young down on strikes. But Texas scores 3. They leave 2. We go to the 5th, 5-0.
Chillstream.
Jim Abbott hits a no-hitter against the then Cleveland Indians. Randy Velarde makes the throw over to first, and Jim Abbott with a no-hitter. That followed a game where he almost got taken out of the rotation. He struggled so much. And I've always contended this, David. I don't know if you agree with me. There's the box score. I think it's one of the greatest sports achievements in any sport ever. A man with one hand pitching a no-hitter in the big leagues.
Yeah, I completely agree. Just watching him, you're mesmerized. The style of holding his glove under his arm and then throwing the pitch and then getting his throwing hand into the glove.
Ground ball to second. One thing, I don't know if there's something wrong with Verdugo's legs. He's not running to first when he hits those ground balls. He's just jogging.
Yeah.
I mean, they're down 5-0 in a game they have to win. Again, not sure if there's something wrong with him, but you can't do this.
It's not respecting the 90, as they say, the 90 feet from home to first base. They're clearly very frustrated. A lot of players that get frustrated with their performance, that happens. But still, that's what most managers call it, is you have to still respect the 90.
Now, a few weeks ago, he was nursing something with his hamstring, but he did that on the ground ball to third in the third inning as well. There's a ground ball to third. They get Trevino. Did you get to know Jim at all, Jim Abbott?
The times I talked to him, he's just such a great guy. I mean, you knew him better than I did, but yes, I mean, it was just remarkable. Talked to him and Wade Boggs a long time one day about, why Jim Abbott didn't throw changeups. And he said he couldn't because he couldn't pronate and get his hand back in time to get to the glove so he could defend himself at the position. So that's why he threw all cutters and left to right moving pitches from a left-handed pitcher, which just is even more remarkable. We've never seen anything like it. The guy held the glove under his arm, threw the pitch, and then suddenly transferred.
Yeah, it's amazing, and he did it so quickly, you can't even believe he was doing it. And he fielded his position well.
He did. But he didn't want to turn it over and get his throwing hand too far away from the glove under his arm.
Yeah, I had never heard that until you told me that story today. That's fascinating because for those that don't know, if you mimic throwing the ball, your hand is going toward your body. But if you pronate for a changeup, it's moving away from your body, which means it's moving away from the glove that he has to put his hand in.
Exactly. And that's why he never really even threw very many changeups or even could master it.
Guy also hit in the big leagues and got a base hit. He was a phenomenal athlete.
Yes.
And a really, really good. Great book he did about the no-hitter with Tim Brown, who's a great writer based in California. And if you haven't read it, he goes through every inning and all the things that led up to that game. Just a really great story. Hard to believe it's been 31 years. Two and two.
One thing Nathan Eovaldi's done very well over his career is make adjustments, not only to his repertoire, but his style. He's really shortened up his arm swing. A much shorter arm swing than he used to have when he was with the Yankees. I can almost remember him with the Yankees dropping his arm straight down, more of a long arm throwing style. Now it's very much short arm. Out of the glove, backing up quickly. Get your hand on top of the ball and in better throwing position.
Check the swing. Did he go? No, he did not. So Torres works a walk. And Bochy does not like the call.
Well, these are close, but he's been consistent. That's just off.
And it was a check.
Well, that was close.
Maybe not. Maybe that's what they're arguing about.
Yes. That easily could have been rung up.
Here's Soto. Doubled and walked. Driven the other way, down the left field line. It is gone. A home run for Soto, right down the line. A 2-run shot, and it's 5-2 Texas. How did he do that, David?
Just what the Yankees needed to give them a little life. You got to get back in the game. You got to hit homers, especially when you were down 5-0.
Soto wanted to check off all the stadiums where he had not hit home runs. He had 2 left. This one, so this is checked off, and then Seattle. The Yankees will play in Seattle later this month. 0-2 on Judge.
Get another look. Wow. Backdoor cutter. Unbelievable plate coverage to go out and get that. Right down the line.
38th home run, 98 runs batted in. And Judge is down looking. Well, the Yankees get a little life from their right fielder, Juan Soto. With a runner on first base and 2 outs, he takes a pitch up and away and goes the other way right down the line, inside the pole, over the wall, 5-2. Up the Chicago Cubs. Coverage starts at 1:30 with the pregame, and first pitch is scheduled for 2:20 on X and the S app. And remember, catch tonight's postgame on Yes after the final out here on Prime. He had not homered in 8 games, and then Juan Soto connects and gives the Yankees some life. They needed that jolt. So now it's 5-2 Texas. We're halfway through. Down 2-0 on Jonah Heim. Tim Mesa up in the Yankee bullpen. The Yankees catch a little bit of a break. Final in Baltimore. The White Sox win 8-1 over the Orioles. Now, if you don't win this game, you probably kick yourself. You know, the White Sox beat the Orioles. But remember, the Yankees only won 2 out of 3 against the White Sox, and that's what the Orioles did too. And really, the White Sox are statistically on pace to be the worst team in the history of the sport. The Mets went in and took all 3 games from the White Sox. So there's the standings.
The Orioles and the Yankees just bumping heads for a while now over the last couple of weeks.
Right back to Efros. retiring Jonah Heim.
The wild card contenders this year in the American League are fairly fortunate that the Red Sox have fallen back closer to 500. So certainly you want to win the division first, but you want to get in first, actually. Clinch a playoff spot, win the division. Last piece of the puzzle would be potentially the best record for home field advantage in the World Series, but it'd be a tall order at this point.
Grounded to second. Down. One and 0 on Duran. Duran's 2 for 2.
It's like Bochy's still annoyed.
Yep.
Check swing call. It's a big outing for Scott Effross. After all the injuries that he's had, fighting his way back. First outing, gives up a homer.
Strike 3. Good inning for Effross as he retires the Rangers in order. 5 in the books. 5-2 Texas. Prime Friday, September 6th with a World Championship Super Fight as Jonathan Haggerty defends his bantamweight Muay Thai gold against the Kicking Machine Super Light. We go to the 6th inning.
I'm glad you had that read. I've butchered enough names this series already.
And that one is skied into center field to retire Chisholm. One down. Here's Stanton. He's 0 for 2. Struck out, popped to second. Oh, 2 on Stanton.
Pitch count for Evaldi in great shape at this point in the game. A lot of strikes.
Now, he left his start against the Yankees in August with tightness in his right side. Stanton goes down on strikes. He said he didn't need to leave the game, but Bochy didn't want to take any chances. And in his 3 starts since, he's been good, and he's been very good tonight as well. There's Anthony Rizzo with 2 outs in the 6th. And a strike. Sky the other way and out of play, so quickly 0-2. I was looking up Yankee history, preparing for the game. On this date, 98, the Yankees won their 100th game. In game number 138. That means they were 138. David, that must have been a fun year.
That was unbelievable.
138. 62 games over 500.
Yes. And you know what? We ended up with 114 wins. We probably could have won more. We had a little lull after that, after getting that far that quickly. Even on that team, you need some sparks late in the year. Shane Spencer did his Joe Hardy act and came up, started hitting grand slam after grand slam.
Well, one-two count on Rizzo. Rizzo really battling. Two and two.
Just interesting to see Rizzo choke up. Watch how much he's choking up on that bat. 2 strikes, battling, fight. That is way up there.
And Evaldi wins the battle as the Yankees go down in order 1, 2, 3. And we'll go to the bottom 6.
Yeah.
Answer is Jim Spencer. Backup first baseman of Chris Chambliss on those Yankee championship teams.
Great Cashin, the general manager for the Mets all those years, he would say, in those celebrations, it's always the ones who contribute the least who celebrate the most.
Tim Meza on for the Yanks. So the Yankees are playing the Cubs starting on Friday afternoon. The Cubs are celebrating a combined no-hitter. Shota Imanaga, Nate Pearson, and Porter Hodge for the second combined no-hitter in Cubs history. So the Yankees do catch a break that they don't face Imanaga this weekend.
Absolutely. He has been great all year long. In the running for Rookie of the Year.
Kind of an under-the-radar signing. And the Cubs have thrust themselves to the periphery of the wild card race in the National League. They've made a little bit of a run of late. So those games this weekend important for them.
Yeah.
As Jankowski goes down on strikes against Meza.
Meza's strength is he throws a lot of strikes and he's got a good sinker. A reputation for going right after hitters. Very aggressive.
Smith 1 for 3, a bunt single. And that one is grounded just foul outside of third. The Cubs' last no-hitter at Wrigley Field was back on September 2nd, 1972, Milt Pappas.
It's a good bit. Milt had a nice career.
You think there are a lot of babies being named Milt these days? I don't think so. Right?
That's about, yeah, that's kind of gone by the wayside.
Like Ethel.
Yes.
That one is ripped into right center field. It's a base hit for Smith. He's going to split the outfielders and go to the wall. Playing it out there is Judge, as Smith will stop at second with a double.
Little slider right there. Smith just jumps on it. Just leans all over it. Recognizes it. Hammers it.
Now, there's a story behind that Pappas no-hitter. He was one strike away from a perfect game was against the Padres. But his 3-2 pitch to Larry Stahl called the ball by Bruce Fleming. Pappas was furious, but retired the next batter, Jerry Jestad, on a pop out to second, and he settled for a no-hitter.
Yeah, I remember that story. Anybody can throw a no-hitter. Too many people throw perfect games. A couple hundred no-hitters, 250, something.
I know a couple of the guys that threw perfect games. Three and 0 on Wyatt Langford, 5-2 Texas, bottom of the 6th inning here at Globe Life Field in Arlington. And he walked him. Wasn't an intentional walk, but he really pitched him carefully, knowing he has a left-handed batter coming up in Nathaniel Lowe.
Exactly right.
Matt Blake wants to talk with Tim Mesa. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the New York Yankees. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees. Clint Bondrak will go and break things up. What's the umpire's, toolkit if you don't break it up?
Well, that's his toolkit is to go out there and then just verbally break it up.
And then if you just continue to talk.
Yeah, I guess, theoretically he could,
Throw out somebody?
yeah, he could potentially throw somebody out or threaten it. I'm not sure if he's got the ability to call a pitch violation at that point, but it's really just the bully pulpit at that situation.
And a strike to Lowe.
Checking in between innings on Twitter, Michael, I think you won the battle. People believe that he does look like Mark Teixeira, Nathaniel Lowe.
You don't see it at all, huh?
A little bit. I thought it was a bit of a stretch, but you won social media on that one.
Such a rare victory for me.
Yes.
Mark Leiter Jr. is warming up for the Yanks in their pen. Garcia due up next. One and two. There's Teixeira. I see it.
It's not propagating status, but
Soft ground ball off the glove of Mesa. Throws to first, not in time. Bases loaded with Rangers. Well, there's no challenge, and there's no next batter for Tim Mesa. They're going to call on Mark Leiter Jr. to try to get Adolis Garcia.
Very close play at first. You see the backhand just clanked. Tried to recover. At that point, it's about all you could do.
Well, that's going to do it for Mesa. Leiter comes on to face Garcia. Bases loaded, one man out. Here in the heart of Texas, one of the best first pitches that you'll see. The Yankees like it, but they haven't liked the way it's gone so far. More smiles on the Ranger side than on the Yankee side. Marcus Stroman struggled, handed the ball over early, a 2-run home run by Soto, and that's the Yankee offense. Later on, with the bases loaded and 1 out. Pitch is low to Garcia. With the Yankees, he struggled in 14 games, 6.08 ERA. Mark watched his cousin, Jack, pitch on Monday. Now Jack watching his cousin Mark pitch from the dugout. Garcia 0 for 9 in the series so far. One and one. So Jack is the son of Al. Mark is the son of Mark. Al and Mark are brothers. A lot of pitching talent in that family. Any relative of yours come close to being a professional athlete?
No.
Nope. Line down the left field line. It is a base hit. It goes into the corner. 1 run scores. Langford scores. Lowe will stop at third. It's a 2-run double for Garcia, and it's 7-2 Texas.
Well, fell behind 2-1, goes to the breaking ball. It just kind of stays on the plate enough. Garcia's out front, but is able to reach out and hook it down the line.
Infield has to come in, second and third, still 1 out. Josh Young at the plate. Big cut on the breaking ball.
Yankees have spent a lot of time in this game on defense. A lot of their position players standing on their feet for the majority of the game. Conversely, Nathan Eovaldi's got his team in the dugout regularly, pretty quickly. That's when a team can look flat. They're just out there hanging, standing, long innings. The objective of a pitcher is get your team in the dugout as quickly as you can. Been a hard thing for the Yankees tonight, for Yankee pitching.
That one gets away from Trevino. Here comes Lowe. He'll score. Moving to third is Garcia. And it's 2, Texas.
Kind of got caught in between. Do I pick it? Just kind of a short hop. Trevino usually really good at that.
Not sure if they'll score that a wild pitch, but that has to be stopped. Yankee bullpen has struggled last 4 games, giving up 21 runs, 18 earned.
That pitch right there is his bread and butter, and he hasn't had his good one since he's come over. That split finger. See, just missing down and off the plate with it. He hasn't been able to get the 1-2 punch with it. Throw one for a strike and one for a strikeout.
Swing and a miss, got it. On the splitter, 2 away.
That's the one he needs. It's a strike until the end. Dives out of the strike zone.
The ball that got by Trevino being scored a wild pitch. There's Jonah Heim. Infield backs up with 2 outs. Garcia with a huge lead at third. Chisholm playing way off the line. So Garcia should take about a 30-foot lead. Now he sees Chisholm coming a little bit closer. Count 1-1. One and 2.
Another good one.
See Chillstream.
Top end velocity for Mark Leiter Jr. is in the low 90s, so he really has a mix master and needs that splitter.
That one's looped to left field. It's foul and goes untouched. Beyond the reach of Jazz Chisholm.
Nice. 6 on. Yeah. Intermediate difficulty. The
3 runs in for the Rangers this inning. It's 8-2. Grounded to Rizzo. And he will take it himself for the final out. 3 runs on 3 hits. 1 man left. We go to the 7th.
Bro, right. This week, Yes. 5, 6 minutes to play on the start. Sorry. I'm literally like, so. Bro. Bro.
Push for the playoffs. The Yankees take on the Red Sox in an important division game. First 18,000 guests in attendance. See the Yankees jersey hoodie, courtesy of Star. For tickets, log on to Yankees.com. We go to the 7th. Anthony Volpe leads off against Nathan Eovaldi and takes a strike. Volpe's been red hot of late. Came into the game hitting .340 in his last 14 games, but he's 0 for 2 tonight. Grounded foul. Ron Marinaccio is up for the Yanks.
Wow.
Foul back to the screen. Still 1-2. Bottom third of the Yankee order against Eovaldi. 90 pitches for the veteran right-hander. We're in the 7th inning. Yankees down by 6 in the rubber game of this 3-game set. Roll foul.
Talk to people in the Texas clubhouse about Nathan Eovaldi, and he is beloved in there. He's really loved everywhere he's been. But a real leader. In fantastic shape. Leads by example.
Grounded to short. Smith. From the same hometown as Nolan Ryan, Alvin, Texas.
Yes. Two guys who could throw 100 miles an hour in their peak. And Nolan Ryan was the first guy we heard about throwing the ball over 100 miles an hour when they first broke out the Jugs radar guns.
You know, you look at the numbers for his career, and you just figure he's a better pitcher than that because he's so outstanding in postseason play. And when the Rangers signed him, Chris Young, the GM, said we wanted him to change the culture of the clubhouse, bring a winning culture, and he did. And won a World Series.
He's been very adaptable, changed his throwing style, changed his repertoire.
There's a base hit to right field. Verdugo reaches on the single.
This is after. Yeah, I thought so.
Some players you watch, you could just feel their frustration. Even when he gets a hit, you could just feel he's just wearing it now. Completely frustrated with his year.
Oh and 1.
Almost laughing now because he got a hit. You know, laugh at yourself sometimes.
And a strike. Andrew Chafin is up. One and 2 on Trevino. That's the breakdown of the 97 pitches for Eovaldi.
64 strikes and 32 balls. 33 now.
Swing and a miss. Trevino down on the splitter, 2 away. 6 strikeout for Evaldi.
That's been his best secondary pitch all year, and you can see the late action on that pitch. It looks like a cookie right down the middle. At the last minute, it dips right down.
All right, so you think?
Gleyber Torres 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Grounded sharply to Smith. He'll go the short way, and that will do it here in the 7th. At the end of 6.5, it's time for the 7th inning stretch.
What up, dude? I'm learning kissing. That's 6 months on the literature. Okay.
Seven for Evaldi as he receives congratulations in the dugout when he comes off the mound. One mistake, and hardly can qualify as a mistake. It was a great piece of hitting by Soto as the Yankees scored the 2 runs on the 2-run home run by Soto in the 5th. Texas 8-12-1. Stroman lasted 2 outs into the 4th. Evaldi 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. Wyatt Langford, the walk-off grand slam yesterday. He's 2 for 3 tonight. Ron Marinaccio takes over. And Tavares leads off. Takes inside. 1-0 to be the bottom third of Texas's order. It's 2-0. Three and 0 on Tavares. And he walked him on 4 pitches. Saw Walter Pennington yesterday, heating up again today. He got the win in yesterday's game.
Into the game, I'm going to butcher his name too. Call him Chad Pennington.
You got football on the mind.
I got football on the mind. Ex-Jets quarterback. I got kickers, Janikowski.
Pitch outside. Runner goes. Go to second. Not in time. Stolen base for Taveras.
Really good jump. Pretty good delivery, too. Got rid of it, got it there. Outran the throw.
Scoreboard says 1-2 here at the ballpark. And that is the count as he fouls it off.
So it's
And the pitch. Foul back and out of play.
Now, I know that you've talked to Buck Showalter about the new rules with as far as expanded rosters go. And it's really impacting the Yankees this year. It's who you pick as the extra relievers in your bullpen matters. Because you're limited in your choices, in the roster spots. Used to be you'd call up 4 or 5 extra guys.
Looped into right field. That is going to be a fair ball right off the line. Taveras scores. Duran with an RBI double. That's his 3rd hit of the night. And it's 9-2 Texas.
Well, when it rains, it pours. Blooper down the line. Not only down the line, right on the line. Chalk flying.
Yeah, the way the rules are now, you just call up 1 reliever.
Yes.
Because you expand by 2, 1 position player, 1 reliever. And in the old days, you know, Paul O'Neill said every at bat in September he would see a left-hander he'd never seen before.
This is one year the Yankees could use those extra spots because they really have an audition going on in the bullpen right now.
I think the rule was long overdue, but the one part of it that bothers me is that some minor leaguers don't get a chance to taste the big leagues.
Yes.
That was a good part of it. They could be up here. Maybe the only time they'd be up here. Right back to Marinaccio. He fires to Rizzo for the first out to get Jankowski.
You know, baseballreference.com is full of guys that were September call-ups. That's the only taste they ever got. Good pitch by Marinaccio there.
So here's Josh Smith with Seager on the IL. He's going to play likely the rest of the season at shortstop. They like him a lot anyway, as David detailed earlier.
somebody, let's be honest. Who so
So 0-2 on Smith. And he goes down on strikes, out number 2.
Excellent sequence of pitches. The high fastball and now the Marinaccio changeup. There goes the helmet.
94 right by Langford. 0-1. Bill Bickford is up. Runner at second, 2 outs. 1 run in, it's 9-2 Texas.
Some hitters just have that look, right? When they get locked in, they get hot. Langford's got that look in the box right now. He's seeing the ball very well. Not chasing pitches, getting good pitches to hit. When he does, he's putting a good swing on it.
Good Langford, 348 with 7 ribbies, 8 hits, and 2 home runs, all in 23 at-bats, an OPS of 1.119. Stays alive.
All up in that kitchen. Wow. I don't know how he even got a piece of that. Goodness gracious.
Foul ball.
So you just like, wow. Hey.
Another base hit for Langford.
It's so washed, like you can't even describe.
Another
how
run
washed.
scores as Duran crosses the plate. An RBI single for Langford, his 3rd hit of the night. And Texas pouring it on. Rangers lead 10-2.
Well, he earned this one on this at bat. He finally got a pitch he can handle. And he's shown the ability to go the other way. Wrecking ball.
See what he's done this series 6.